While I was much younger, sometimes I am with my siblings when my mother is telling them stories of where they gave birth to each person. I mean, the location. As at that time, it shouldn't be funny because we just heard it like maybe it's a normal thing. And the locations were like, oh, you, I gave birth to you along the road to the hospital. You, it was inside the house. You didn't even allow me to step out. You, it's only this person I gave birth to in the hospital. You, it was in my friend's place. You know, the thing is as if she just give birth maybe as somebody going to toilet, as somebody urinating. That's how it sounds. Piam, that one is done. You know. Then I come to compare it with the things I hear now, where it's as if every woman giving birth in this, should I say, 21st century, have to give birth through CS. What is happening? What is happening? That almost every woman have to give birth through CS. At least majority that I have heard. It's now like a normal thing. Why? And yet we still carry this white people system on our head. But something is happening seriously. People are dying. Women are dying through childbirth. And that particular system the hospital just tell you to do, that's what you keep doing. You don't want to ask questions, just believe that the way this one did this one and survive, no problem. Then you go, they chawaga for they tear your stomach or whatever, just to bring out the baby, and you see it as instead let me survive, you know. But is that supposed to happen at the first place? Is it even supposed to happen that you have your stomach has to be torn or your belly or whatever has to be torn before the baby will come out? Is that how it was created? Is that how it was meant to be? No. Something heavily is wrong. Why are our women all now going through CS to give birth? Even after the whole stories of anti-natal this, anti-natal that, they'll give them this, they'll give them that. Are you sure it's not all these things they're giving them that is making them to be unable to give birth naturally? The goats doesn't go to hospital to give birth. The dogs doesn't go to the hospital. But a human being who is even more, should I say, more healthy or should know more, is now the one going for help to give birth as something that's supposed to be natural. And yet we still trust the system of these white people. You see, I see women, they want to give birth, they are crying, they are shouting, they are praying, going to many prayer places, doing a lot of things. Ask myself, did my mother do this? Because the story she tells us, it never sounded like this. Especially when it's at the point, maybe there may be other experience during the pregnancy, but at the point to give birth, it wasn't these stories we are hearing today. It wasn't. And so many women are even afraid to give birth. And so when they now survive, they see that they have accomplished one biggest, achievement in life. Meanwhile, before, it was just a normal thing. It was just a normal thing. Does that not tell you that something is heavily wrong? Something is heavily wrong. I hope that the drugs they give to these women in the hospital are not what is preventing them. Because I never ever trust white people. I never ever trust white people. And our governments are under these white people. They obey them, whatever healthcare, whatever health system, they want to copy it from them. They want to maintain whatever, even our drug agencies. Look at recently, they had to approve a GMO. See the Director General of Medicine saying GMO is good, is nothing. Look at something that these white people in the country are rejecting. They are rejecting it. The young man once tried to explain that in those days, our mothers don't lie down to give birth. He explained further that when can you compare when you squat to defecate and when you lie down to defecate? Can you compare it? How can you lie down to defecate? You squat to defecate because that's where the force also comes out. I also watched a video of a white man who was explaining how how to position yourself like a squatting for you to defecate very well without struggling. That tells you that squatting is still the best, the way to give birth. But all our this to keep pushing them to lie down, you lie down. How do you lie down to? How can that strength be 100% or what you need? You lie down plus upon lying down and everything you through cesarean they will still give birth. When you are telling people, let us go back to our days. You are dying in number, but the record are hidden. Every year they will release the natality rates, but you may not see it. And yet we are still carrying them on our head, but we are dying. The worst thing that happens to people is when they are dying and still they protect what is killing them. They protect what is killing them. What is killing them? They are protecting it, guiding it. And yet when they go and answer to their deaths. Because we don't want to tell ourselves the truth.